all of SciTech Culture has been filmed off of iPhones, at least for my feed anyway. And it's been useful. I think, making that transition over to iPhones has been great. But, obviously the current one that's currently in the stable is my primary phone, which is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now, I only raised this because there's a bit of a bugbear of mine that there's been this online commentary that the 14 series in particular has had worse battery life overall than previous models, and especially compared to the 13 series. And I have not experienced this at all. Now, this might be luck. Maybe I just got a great battery in my phone and all these other people didn't. I suspect it's got something more to do with usage and methods of charging more than anything else. For context, we're 18 months into the 14 series life cycle, so 18 months is a decent amount of time. You'd expect some of the battery health to drop by this point. Mine's at 98% as of today. All the online commentary I was seeing were people getting annoyed that after 7 or 8 months it was already down to 90%. As a general rule, obviously the Apple kind of says at 80% that's probably when you should either swap out the battery or get a new phone. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. I don't use my phone on average more than 2 hours a day at most. I've had a look at my screen time, and I also don't charge it overnight. I don't have it by my bedside on a wireless charging stand. I do no wireless charging whatsoever, which I suspect might be part of the cause because it generates more heat. Or like I said, I might have just gotten lucky, but I was kind of wanting to just state, hey, not all of us had bad issues with this.
Yeah, it's an interesting, I guess, angle, and I certainly think that you're onto something. The fact that your usage is different. I think the people that tend to complain loudest about this tend to use their phones 23 hours a day.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I still boggles my mind how anyone can do more than that. The most I've ever been able to do is actually when I'm on holidays somewhere in some other location, and I'm snapping more photos than normal. I'm using Google Maps more often. I'm using search more often to find things. That's when but even then, it might, if I get up to 5 hours, that might be the maximum. But yeah, it's curious.
There's plenty of people I see wandering around the city who have all those features on 24/7, like videoing where they're going via Google Maps.